Ma'am? I was just taking a picture of that one. Yes, ma'am. I was just taking a picture of one of them.
But I don't know why you're taking pictures from that section specifically.
Is there a problem? Do you not want me to?
Well, I just want to know why you're doing it.
I don't know. I was just looking at them.
But who do you want to show the pictures to?
I don't know. I was looking at them for later. I'm not allowed to?
I don't understand why you're doing it.
Oh,
I've
okay.
never had a student do that.
I'm not sure. I was just looking at them. If there's a problem, like you don't want me to take pictures of the books that you have in here.
I'm just trying to understand why you're doing it.
Yes, ma'am.
What color why you show that particular book?
I was just, I don't know, a little bit concerned about
you
some
have
of them.
concerns with why we have them here.
Some of the titles. Yes, ma'am. Just looking at them.
But we have 10,000 books in here.
But
Yes,
what
ma'am.
were you concerned about?
You're saying, you have a lot of books.
Which one were you concerned about?
Just some of them over in that section.
Yeah,
But you don't have to read them. That's the thing with the library.
Yes, ma'am.
You
I
have
probably
the
won't.
choice to read them or not read them.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I don't
And
think
other
I'll read it.
students have that choice to read them or not read them.
Yes, ma'am. I know that. I was just looking at them.
This is not a library just for me, it's for everybody.
Yes, ma'am. You're right. Yeah, I was just looking at them. Yes, ma'am. I was.
I find that unusual.
Alright. Is there a reason you're like concerned about it though?
Yeah, because it's strange. I've never had a student take pictures of a book for so I just don't understand.
you said you were concerned about some of the titles. So why are you concerned enough to take a picture?
Just for political reasons. Stuff we don't need to talk about like at school, but
Well,
you know what I mean?
We're not talking about it. We have things from all different political positions in the library because we have students from all different political positions and they have to do research and sometimes they want to read about their political position, whatever it is. We have conservative stuff and we have liberal stuff.
Can I see your conservative stuff?
Yeah.
But it's not in a section. I
Okay.
mean, what you said immigration earlier.
Y'all have any conservative books in that social, like problem
The
section?
300s start at that window and go all the way down. So yes,
Okay.
it just depends on what
They divide by
topic
numbers.
you're
Yeah.
looking for.
Different topics are within different sections.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're in a specific section that you're concerned about, it's within a different section.
Mhm.
Because that section is not your political position.
Well, I was just looking at the social like problem section. Isn't that what it's called? And
That's all the 300s.
Yes, ma'am. And I only saw progressive books. That's the only reason I was concerned.
Yeah, so it goes all the
You're
way.
looking at the gender and sexuality section.
Okay.
So there's 300s and then there's like 10s, like 300, 310, 320, 330, so on.
Yes, ma'am.
So is it across? Yeah. So it goes from here and then it goes across here. So you've got all kinds of different things. Look here, you've got voting stuff, and you're going to see things from, both positions on voting.
So
And political.
immigration earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
There's
305 and 307 and so like to the left of where you were, and it's all about like migration, settlement, immigration, how it affects society.
Do y'all have any conservative books about that?
Well, yeah. There's all kinds of stuff
Well,
in here.
like for example, one of the books, because that's a common topic for people's research projects.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
the debate about immigration. So it's going to show both arguments in that same book,
Yes, ma'am.
and that's 304. So they don't like, when you buy a book, it's not labeled conservative or progressive. It's just
Well, a lot of these are. Like how it says read woke books. That's kind of labeled.
that was published.
Do you know what woke means?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what it means.
It's like liberal kind of
I know.
CRT stuff.
Okay, it's not liberal though. So
It's not.
no, because I know very conservative Christian Black people who use the word woke. What does it mean?
Why black people?
Because she happens to be Black, and it does refer to Black or diverse people. So tell me what woke means.
A lot of people that refer to woke stuff are talking about like CRT, so like going back and changing things.
Do you know what
Yes.
critical race theory is?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what critical race theory is.
It's the idea that like, let's say black people had it bad back then, so now we need to even things out by white people having it bad
You
now.
know that that's not what critical race theory is, but that's what some people are saying it is. See, I took a class in critical race theory in college recently. Well, it was a literary theory class. Critical race theory is a literary theory, which refers to
ma'am.
literature. And it is dealing with simply presenting something from someone else's viewpoint or from everybody's viewpoint. That is
Really?
so what you're being told in the media is critical race theory. It's not critical race theory.
Why does it say race if it's just different people's point of
Because
views?
it is about race and diversity. It's their viewpoint or different races' viewpoints. But it
Okay.
also goes, but woke. So tell me what woke is.
That's what we were saying earlier. I was talking about like a lot of these books are really liberal. Like even just looking at the titles.
Just because it's woke doesn't mean it's liberal. Like I just told you, I know of a poet who's a very, very strong Christian woman who's Black.
Why?
And she
why does
uses the
being black have to
terminology
do with
woke.
it? That's what I didn't get when you were
Well,
saying that she's
why
black.
are you worried about critical race theory?
You were asking me about that. I was just saying that like a
Well,
lot of
you
these books are
mentioned
really
woke.
liberal. A lot of these books are really liberal. And I was just saying like.
But woke is not liberal.
Okay.
It doesn't mean liberal.
I
Nor
just-
is critical race theory liberal.
I'm saying these titles, like the titles of the books, are liberal. Not the rebook books as much, but
Okay, so do you believe that there are some police officers that use brutality?
on both sides. And
Okay,
the
yeah.
idea that like black men are just being massacred in the streets, like that book was talking about when I flipped it
Have you
open.
read the book?
I flipped it open a while
Did
ago.
the book present it from both sides?
Not really.
Okay.
That was
All
one
right,
of
so
my
if you don't like it, don't read it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Well, we haven't finished this one.
So, well, where did you come from? Where do your
Um,
people come from?
My ancestors are from
Yeah.
Scotland.
Scotland.
Mhm.
Did they immigrate here?
Mhm.
Okay,
I never said immigration was bad.
So, well, you
Yeah.
said you said these books across here are liberal.
Mhm.
So it's gonna.
If you flip them open and read
Oh, I'll
them.
look at it in a minute. Oh, yeah, I've read several. So this one, do you think that immigration's bad and liberal?
No.
Okay, so
I think
this is.
illegal immigration is bad. We need to be rough on it.
Oh, well, yeah, illegal is, yeah.
Mhm.
But this is one of these read woke books. Because woke
Well, if you flip it
is
open.
gonna refer to
Yes, ma'am.
understanding other people's viewpoints.
I just don't understand why you had a problem with me coming and taking pictures of these.
She didn't have a problem. She wanted to know why you did it, but you didn't answer her.
Yeah,
So you
I said I
could've-
was a little bit concerned about some of the titles.
But when she asked you, you didn't tell her what your concern was.
So, like, books about sexuality that have no place, like mental illnesses, like gender dysphoria, I don't understand why these need to be in a library. That's what I was
Because we
concerned
have
about.
students who have gender dysphoria, and they need to be able to read about it.
But,
And gender dysphoria is a psychological issue, and we have AP psychology. So we have students who are taking AP Psych who may have to read those books.
these gay books are for AP psychology.
No, and why are they gay books? How's a book gay?
The title's queer.
Okay. So if they have gender dysphoria,
Well, what
That
do you mean,
is
how
a-
is the book gay? It says queer on the front. That's what I was wondering.
well, you can't call them gay books. They're not gay books. They're books maybe perhaps about gay people, but they're
books
not
about
gay
people,
books.
But they're not gay.
Do you know what gay is?
Mm-hmm. Do
There-
you know what gay is?
There are two definitions of gay. One means happy, and one refers to homosexual males.
I'm talking about that. When I'm talking about the book
Well,
that
the
has
book
a
can't
title
be gay.
queer, I'm not saying that it's happy.
Well, the book can't be gay either because it's not a homosexual male book.
That's about those. It's
Well,
called
queer queer, it's about people with gender dysphoria, which is what you mentioned first, which is a good topic. And as I said, people who take psychology are going to need to read that, and students who have gender dysphoria are going to need to read that because they need to know about themselves. Do you need to read it?
I don't. Do you have any books on straight people?
So you don't want to read it?
Oh, tons.
Tons.
Yeah.
But
pretty
like
much
specifically,
everything-
like called straight, like specifically about straight people.
Pretty much everything other than this section right here. Yes.
Like about straight sexuality.
Perhaps. Look through it. I haven't looked.
Like, medical, like,
Do you think that people who turn your phone off?
Ma'am,
Turn your phone off.
I just picked it up.
It's right, then turn it off.
It is. I just would rather have this conversation.
You're not going to record me without me knowing that you're recording it. Turn
Yes,
it off.
ma'am. I'm not
Turn
gonna.
it off.
If we're talking about this, like political issues, I just rather have this.
So anyway, what I'm trying to tell you is that there are kids who are taking AP Psych who,
Yes, ma'am.
who it would be appropriate for them to read a book about gender dysphoria. There are students with gender dysphoria in our school who need to be able to read that.
Yes, ma'am. The only reason I was wondering is because, like, I don't know, some of them were kind of concerning, and also like the vast majority of people that go here, like, kind of disagree with this. That's the only reason.
Well, you don't know that for sure, and if the people disagree with it, they don't have to read the books.
Okay.
Like, I mean, I've read a couple of these books over here, but
Yes, ma'am.
not all
I
of
agree
them.
with you. I get what you're saying.
I read
But
what
if
I
the-
need to read.
If the vast majority of people aren't gonna like have these books, why are they the vast majority of books? That's what
Well,
I'm
let
saying.
me ask you a question. So, if you were the only Irish American immigrant here,
Mhm.
would you feel bad if they didn't have any books about Ireland?
Not necessarily. I would be happy about my
What
self
if you
being
just
American.
What if you just came here
I mean,
from Ireland?
I wouldn't really need books about me being Irish.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. But
I
you know
would-
what?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to read a book about being American?
I mean, they should have these here because it's
Well,
an American
then
school.
why
You know
do
what I mean?
why do you need a book about being American if you're American?
Because it's important. I'm American, and it's also an American school, like paid for with American dollars, tax dollars.
And you don't see any
It's a state
American
school.
books in here?
I
think-
I never said that. You were asking me about Irish books.
No. I think that you probably need to spend more time in the library looking at sections that apply to you rather than sections that don't apply to you. Okay?
No, I was just
Yeah.
wondering about these books.
Just take a look at some of these other things.
Okay.
I can guarantee you that Mrs. Cox has had all kinds of classes and she's quite qualified to choose books.
I bet she is. I was just kind of wondering about this.